Go.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, welcome to Whiskey and Women. This is Krista. I am with Litter to Glitter. Tonight with me is Christy from E320 Treasures. So we're trying to get Lori Farino on. We've been on Messenger with her for about 15 minutes. She's having problems getting into the StreamYard feed. Jill is recovering from some work, and so Jill won't be with us. So y'all just might get me and Christy tonight. Lucky things.
What?
Just me and Christy. Oh God. It's like anything like me and you in person together.
Oh my gosh.
Should we put up an R rating?
We should just at least put out the disclaimer that whatever goes on stays here, or well, except for the whole it being live thing. I don't know. Disclaimer, we're not in charge of ourselves tonight. We have been left unsupervised.
Jill, we miss you. In my defense, I was left unsupervised. So Christy, tell them what you're about, girl, and what your project is.
Okay, well, I'm Christy Clemens from E320 Treasures, located at the Painted Tree in both Frisco and, I almost said Garland, Krista. Located in Frisco and Highland Village, and then at KK's Corner Mall out in West Texas in Lubbock. Tonight, I have a toolbox that I drug out literally of my back 40 back there, and I'm putting a piece print on it tonight. I'm going to have to cut around it to kind of make it fit on the top here because there are some creases. I'm going to seal it, and then I'm going to be using some patina on it to kind of make it a little more cohesive with what else is going on this toolbox.
Yeah, because
how about you, friend? What you got?
I saw the video. So,
yeah, no poison ivy from that. We're all good.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah, because you were wearing long sleeves for a while.
Yeah,
because
still, you can't. It's gone away. I can still see it. It looks like a bad scar, but it's mostly gone away. But I wore long sleeves and pants for a full week when it's 80 degrees outside, trying not to let it spread. Okay, okay. Go ahead. What are you saying?
Let me tell you about this project that I'm working on.
All right.
Handmade, back in the 30s, 40s, they didn't go to the local store and buy furniture. They made what they needed. And so this was actually, I pulled out of someone's house at an estate sale, and it was made by her great grandfather out of wood. And it was just nobody in the family wanted it anymore. And I'm like, you're kidding me.
That's sad.
I know, it's handmade. It's beautiful. Now it did have layers of spray paint and latex, and God only knows what other paint on it. And I've spent about 2 hours today sanding it back to where it's usable. So, but that's what I'm doing. And I'm using the flea market paint that Dixie Belt came out with in the patina color.
So you got Safari.
So Austin's actually on the phone in the other room with Lori, trying to get her on with us.
Okay.
So.
Well, hey, look what I've got tonight.
Uh-oh, I'm afraid to look. Don't be a Richard.
I had to use my koozie that my friend Krista gave me.
When I went out to Georgia, where Jill is at her shop at Livy and Company, they had this lady that does those koozies. And I found one because, Christy often says, don't be a Richard. And so I found it and I was like, oh my God, I have to get that for Christy. And I do that a lot, which brings me to my shirt. The last time Lori was on with us, which was kind of I'm sorry, Lori, for the last time you were on.
Oh, it was so fun.
Well, she had just finished saying, if you could be anything, be kind. And then I cut my husband's goatee off.
Oh, right.
And so I found this shirt and it said, if you can be anything, be kind. And it's got bees on it. And I saw it and I'm like, oh my God, that's Lori Farino. And I had to buy it. And I haven't worn it. Today's the first day I've worn the shirt. I was like, I'm not going to wear this shirt until, and so Austin's trying to talk her in now through StreamYard.
Super cute. And she is, I think that was one of my most fun, or one of the shows that I have enjoyed the most because she was just such an enjoyable. She just giggles and she just thought it was so fun and stuff. I just really enjoyed her.
Yeah, Lori's great. I love Lori. I'm so, wanted to give her a chance to be on where I wasn't, playing kitchen beautician with my husband's goatee.
Right. Kitchen beautician. That's funny. I've never even heard that before.
Yeah, so you take the kitchen scissors because you're upset and you cut your bangs. That's the kitchen beautician.
Oh, I've done that. Actually, I put my hair up like this today, and I thought for a minute about cutting some bangs. I did, but I'm going to get my hair done on Friday, which I'm so excited.
You're getting your hairs did.
I'm getting my hers did, and I think the curtain bangs are in right now. It's like where you have them. They're kind of down here, and they do like a curtain or something. So I thought about letting a professional maybe do that, hiding a little bit of the,
What am I talking about? I've had the same hairstyle since like 1986. Well, I need to go to comments. I haven't even done that yet.
Oh, you're bad hostess, Krista. Bad hostess.
Let's see here. So, Jill Watson says, hey, I know she's watching, but she's not doing good. Wendy Vaughn says, hey. Tammy Martin says, Christy, I watched that video. So cool. Can't wait to see what you do with it. Ann says, Ann from Indiana's on.
Hey, girl.
So Yvonne said in response to the video that Austin posted of me dancing in my studio, it's the Dancing Diva.
Let's see.
So Bridget's on, Julie Covey's
Bridge.
on, Steve's on. Steve, Christy's using your Peace Prints tonight.
Hey, Steve, check it out. Recognize this?
Yeah. Diane Stone said, Christy Clemens, the toolbox without snakes.
No snakes.
No snakes. So Sharon
Although,
Quinn's on with us.
If you
Ronnie
remember,
Russo's on with us. Stacia Coyne's on with us. She says she's painting with us tonight.
hi, Stacy. If you will remember, Diane, I was at least wearing the appropriate footwear in case there were snakes. Everybody else had on, inappropriate footwear.
So my plan for this is to use the patina paint, the patina color paint, because it's the flea market paint.
Yeah.
And that's the color name is patina. You can check with your local retailers. There's a lot of them that still have some of that paint available.
Yeah.
But this is the patina, which is very close to what you think peacock or mermaid's tail. To me, it's kind of in between.
I would say mermaid tail.
You think mermaid's tail?
Yeah.
And so what I'm going to do is do a really good base in this tonight, and then I will do a wash over it, and then I'll use a transfer on it or something and just make it kind of better. I mean, it's sturdily built. It's beautiful workmanship. It's just somebody decided to spray paint it and use latex paint on it and stuff.
Yeah. I think I'm going to use, I've got some transfers here. I'm going to grab my little burnishing stick. See if that help me lay this smooth. This toolbox has a rough exterior.
Oh, girl. So guess what happened today?
I can only imagine.
We have 2,000 followers on our Facebook.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Congratulations.
So if you guys are watching here, you need to head over to my Litter to Glitter page. Make sure you give us a follow because we're going to be doing a giveaway for our followers. Probably Thursday or Friday, we'll announce that.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Your milestone, you know?
It is.
You should be proud of that.
God, I remember when I first had like when I hit 100, over the moon excited when I hit 100. You know?
Yeah.
And so it's just one of those things that as you grow and So now I'm trying to grow the YouTube and the Instagram and the Twitch and,
Right.
you know, all that good stuff.
Yeah. It'll get there. I don't know anybody that hustles as hard as you do, works as hard. You'll get there.
Well, you do. You work just as hard as I do, girl.
Oh. Yeah,
And you got 3 kids.
We both
So,
work.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, my baby's 21. You know, he can feed himself if I'm not home.
Well, technically mine can too. Maybe ramen. Long live ramen.
You know, one of the things I like about this chest is that it is out of rough wood. And so once we do a wash and stuff over it, it's really going to look beautiful, antiqued and aged. And it's going to match, the paint's going to match when the piece was done. So. So Wendy says she's working on a trigger trunk today. Day of trunks. Dana Perry Reg says, hey y'all. Jill says she loves the old boxes.
You don't need to.
Tammy Martin says she's loving that print. So pretty.
Thank you, Tammy.
Ronnie Russo says congratulations. And she said, oh my goodness, a pinup girl on a toolbox. How awesome is that? So Tammy Martin says, laugh out loud, Krista. I'm there with 100. I just started my page. Your 2,000 have me encouragement. Absolutely, Tammy. And Tammy, if I'm not following your page, make sure you invite me over or send me the link to your page. I'll definitely give you a follow. Yvonne says, hey, ramen is its own food group.
Right?
Yep. And it is. So I actually switched over. I'm not drinking Fireball tonight. I am.
What? Is it
Yeah.
the apocalypse? What has happened?
I switched over. I'm drinking a wedding cake martini out of a skull.
Well,
See?
that sounds delicious. It looks delicious.
It is pineapple juice, and then it is vanilla vodka, coconut rum, and then you float the grenadine and you rim it in sugar.
Oh, that sounds so good.
And she keeps getting a bunch of errors, which I have not seen any of them before.
Okay, so Austin just got the phone with Lori. She's getting a bunch of errors when she tries to get into StreamYard.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so it's just going to be us.
She said
Okay.
that she's extremely sorry that she can make it.
It's okay. Hey, life and technology happens, you know. That's the thing with what we do. It's live, and you never know what's going to happen. Husbands can
Right.
come home from work. The internet could decide to go out. You know, something could decide not to connect. Your dog can decide, or in Jill's case, Picasso can decide to groom himself in the
Clean
background.
yourself in the background.
Yeah, you never know. It's live.
That was funny.
Oh my God, guys! Here in Texas, pollen has sprung, and
True that.
Austin has horrible allergies, and so he has been coughing and sneezing and everything for like the last 3 days. And I kid you not, people, when he coughs, people back away like he's got COVID cooties.
Right?
I mean, it is
Yeah.
just, it's like, okay, it's allergy season, people.
Yeah. Right.
It's allergy season.
So yeah, I've been in my own little area trying to keep it away from mom.
Yeah, except for when you put up the video camera and video me dancing, which I am, let me tell you, because he didn't tell me he did it either. He took my phone, he put everything down, and then he put it back in my cubby where I work at the shop. And so I didn't realize that he had videoed me until like 2 hours later. And so somebody had commented on it.
Oh,
And
no.
so I went back and I was like, okay, such and such commented, laugh out loud, I love this or something. And I'm like, what did I post on my business page that somebody, so I clicked over and I'm like, oh, I'm going to kill that kid.
And I didn't put it in your cubby. I put it on top of the blue cabinet and hid it behind some objects. So
That's right. He put it in the, yeah, he actually hid it like I'd set it down somewhere and forgotten where it was. And so, yeah. And I'm actually grateful and
Go ahead and
thankful-
mute me, Austin.
Mute Christy for a second. She's going to
All right.
use her heat gun. So I was actually grateful and thankful that he didn't get me in all of my glory, because I was really into painting at that moment. And then I'd step back because it was a huge headboard. And I was like, okay, well, let me make sure my blend is straight and da da da. Let me see how it looks. But yeah, like I think when he got the idea to film me, and even after he stopped, I think I was jamming a lot harder than he got me on video. So I'm actually grateful he didn't get all that, because yeah, I didn't even sing during that. I mean, I was singing, I was dancing, I was grooving, boy. So let me go back and get comments.
Lori says she loved that video.
Wendy says she likes my mug. That's my skull. You know, since it is the apocalypse, I think drinking out of the skulls of your victims is appropriate.
Jill said that was hilarious.
Yeah, Joe Watson said, Joe Watson's never had ramen? God, has the girl never been broke? Yeah, ramen is awesome. I'm so new. I'll do my best to figure out how to share the page link. If you can't figure that out, then send me a friend request and I'll friend you, and then you can invite me that way. So, and Terry Ann says, hey, ladies. Oh, boy, there's a bunch of roasted chicken is amazeballs. Josh's nose has been running all day. And Dana Perry Ridge says, everybody be tripping. Yeah, they have.
Mama, warning.
What?
Got the window.
Shorty's home. Just giving y'all a warning. Hey guys, I'm so sorry. Lori Farino says, hey guys, I'm so sorry. I tried everything. I need someone technical here, your son, and I tried everything. Don't worry about it, Lori. Just so you know, Lori, this is the first day I've worn this shirt, and I saw it in the store, and I was like, I have to get that, and I was going to wear it tonight for you. But look, it says, if you can be anything, be kind. And it's got little bees on it. So yeah, I saw this shirt and I was like, oh my God, that's Lori. And so can you bring Christy's mic back up? All right, Christy, you're back on with us.
Okay.
Oh, hell. So Shorty's going to walk through because he just got home from work. Hey, baby.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
So he just got home from work. Pizza and wings are on the stove because
You say
I only got a kitchen because it came with the house.
By the way, pizza's my favorite food.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm a really good cook. It's just that the way today has been, I just don't have time. So I ordered Austin pizza, and I got Shorty wings.
Okay. So on this toolbox,
Mm-hmm.
I want to kind of recreate this patina. So I'm going to start out using my iron patina paint, which I just shook really, really good. You want to make sure you shake it because it's got all those metal particles in it. You want 100% of the goodness in the jar working for you. So shake it, stir it, whatever you want to do. I usually stir it, but I don't have the ability to go wash everything out. But I think I'm going to take a spatula instead of a brush, and I'm going to tap along to kind of recreate this same patina. Oh, there we go, over here. And then I may come back with some buttercream in between to kind of make it look like, this little area here. And then I'll just keep tapping with my mud spatula until I kind of get it where I'm going. And then I'm going to spray it with the green patina spray. It'll take it a while. I'll post pictures tomorrow because it'll take it a while.
Is that the natural patina?
Yes.
Or-
Yes. This was, we bought this land. We bought 13 acres 6 years ago out here. And the people that lived here before us didn't throw anything away. They burned it or they buried it. We, long story short, I really thought that I'd uncovered a body when we first moved in because we were, they were building the house and we were trying to clean up around. I'm not kidding, girl. I'm not kidding. It scared me. There was a blanket, a corner of a blanket. You laugh. You go ahead. There was a corner of a blanket just sticking up out of the ground. And I was like, so I start pulling it and it's attached. And so I'm continuously pulling it and it's muddy. So it's coming up. And there was something wrapped in the blanket. I don't know, 2 feet below. Like I'm just continuously pulling this blanket and it's pulling up the mud as we go. But then there's something heavy wrapped in it. Like I called my husband over. I was like, I need witnesses here.
Right.
And I was convinced there was something that we were going to have to call the authorities in there. It turned out that it was a big old hunkin' piece of wood wrapped in this blanket and buried.
That's
I mean,
what?
what? Anyway, stuff like that happens here a lot. Every time it rains, we got screwdrivers, rebar, barbed wire surfacing up and tearing up our tractor and lawnmower. I can't even tell you how many times we had to jack that up and pull it out and cut it up. Anyway, I spotted this toolbox back there way back when, and I thought, I'm going to do something with that. But it's been sitting back there. So, yes, 500 minutes later, in answer to your question, this is the natural patina of this.
Well, I
Tim,
was thinking I was wondering, do you have any sea spray? Because mixing that iron in with sea spray would give it the texture.
well, but it's not, it's smooth.
Oh, okay.
It's not texture. It's really smooth. I told Tim, I was like, yeah, I really like the natural patina. And he's like, you mean rust? I was like, yes.
Men. No, the reason that I laughed so hard is when you said you thought you found a body, is that conversation we had about how you picked.
Right, that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
Yeah.
So Deb asked where Jill is. Jill is having complications for all the work that the dental work that she had. She actually got an infection in her mouth. And so she is not feeling well tonight. And so she actually jumped on before we went live and we talked and we told her to go back to bed.
Yeah.
Go back to bed, girl. Just go to bed. We love you. Go to bed.
And Stacy, you be quiet.
Huh?
Tell Stacy she needs to be quiet.
So I'm going back. So everyone's saying hi to Shorty when he walked through. Austin, recording your mama jamming. Son, you know your mama has scissors and your beard could be in jeopardy. Yes, Stacy, that is a great idea. So Stacy at Coins was picking on Austin saying, I got scissors and Austin's got a beard. Just going through like a good margarita, shaken, not stirred. So everyone's telling Jill to feel better. Now, Lori was supposed to be on. She's having technical difficulties. She even talked to Austin on the phone and we couldn't get her in. She's getting all sorts of errors for some reason. So it's just me and Christy tonight. Y'all are stuck with us. I love the way you're doing that, Christy.
Thanks. I just didn't want the brush stroke or the brush look. So I think I'll come back after it's all patinaed and everything, and I'll sand it so it'll break off. A little. It won't be as round. I mean, they're very round. Looks like they look like drips, but once I sand them, I think they'll
tone down.
Yeah.
Christy.
Yes,
Deb asked, what did you put on that piece? Sorry, I came in late.
This is a piece print of a, what do you call it? Pinup?
Pinup girl.
It's a piece piece print of a pinup girl. It is a 2 foot round And I cut it along the sides here to make it fit on this toolbox. And that way I could still lift up the lid and stuff. I think it looks pretty cool.
I love it.
I'm going to close up all my stuff. I'm going to take my wedding ring off. So
yeah.
I can
Pro tip: never wear your jewelry. Always wear gloves when you use patina, because the spray and everything will eat through your jewelry. It'll definitely mess up your jewelry.
Data Paris says a sea sponge might work good to mimic the rust.
Yeah, I've used that before, and I don't know. It's an okay look. I did it on a dining room table actually. See, I'm still scratching, but I don't know. I wanted to try something different here. So I've got my green spray with my patina, my iron patina paint, and I'm just giving it a good little douse. I'm going to let it sit on here and react. Oh, I need to, you know what? I'm going to have to tip it over both ways to make sure I get this lip and the other lip. But I don't want it to run. I want it to sit on there. So I'll tip it over after this front part is done.
Yeah. Hey, Christy, do you want to share the story about us going virtual liquor store shopping together?
Huh?
When we went virtually liquor store shopping together.
Oh, well, we're talking yesterday on my way home, and I don't know, I was probably complaining about work or something. And I said, I need a drink. Dang it, I'm out of Jack Daniels. I'm out of every whiskey, including Kentucky Deluxe at my house, and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, I guess you're going to have to stop at the liquor store. And I was like, it's like it never occurred to me to stop at the liquor store on the way home. I mean, it's literally, when I get on the highway, if I were to stay on the service road, there's a liquor store right there. And I was like, let me just get right back off the highway and go to the liquor store. So she went in with me. I had her on FaceTime. I was like, what do you think? You know, check out the selection. Ooh, that looks good. Ooh, that looks good. So yeah, bought a big old tub of Jack Daniels yesterday.
A tub. That is the correct, a tub.
The big one. The small one. Why would you even buy the small one? Oh, unless a friend of mine texted me the other day, or we Marco Polo a lot, and she's like, hey, do you have any empty Jack Daniels bottles sitting around? I was like, no. If they're empty, I'll toss and buy another one. And she's like, all right, next time you empty one, let me have it. I'm going to make a soap dispenser out of it. And dang, she sure did. Mm-hmm. It looks really cool. It's like the bottle, and she put a different label on it. She probably made a label for it. And then there's some little, like you can probably buy them on Amazon or something, that's a little push pump thing, and it dispenses soap. It's very cool. It's got me wanting to make one.
There's also some bottles that have the openings large enough that you can use as coin banks. So you could always slick stick them, paint them, and turn your used liquor bottles into coin banks for kids and grandkids.
That'd be cool.
So,
I mean, since we have them sitting around, I mean, we don't have. I don't ever keep them. I do collect liquor bottles from like the really cool ones, from way back, where it's like the actual wild turkey that's a bottle.
Yeah, then it looks like a turkey
bottle. Or I've got one that's a night, a fire truck.
Mm-hmm.
All those old ones. My grandfather that I know, he died before I was born, but my grandmother, I started showing an interest in it, and she all of a sudden she's cleaning out her attic, handing me his collection. So I've got some cool old bottles back there. So I really don't have any need for the newer, I figure I've got enough. Y'all should see my garage. I'll be busy. I don't need to start painting bottles, I guess. Although I do keep them up there. Right. Well, I got this one for my birthday, and I kept it and made a little flower thingy out of it, flower pot thing. That's good whiskey. That single barrel select.
Tammy says, lol, I collect liquor and wine bottles.
Yeah, you can do a lot with them. My sister made a thing. She strung, this was back when she was in college and couldn't really afford much. So she was like, give me all your wine bottles. and she strung twine, like starting from the base all the way up and around it. And then she glued it, and then she cut out like Merry Christmas or something. Maybe it wasn't all that. But anyway, it was a string of, and she put lights in them, and I still have them. That was 20 plus years ago.
So also one thing you can do with the old liquor bottles too is that you can clean the newer ones. You can always clean the labels off because they always have that sticky label on them now.
Mhm.
And then I have taken them with solar powered LED lights and put the LED lights down in the bottom and then strung them up around your fence.
Ooh, yeah.
And so at night, because they're solar powered, they automatically come on. And yeah, oh, did I just give Christy an idea?
Okay. So the doll head tree.
Uh-huh.
See it at night unless I hang bottles with solar lights next
Do
to the doll.
do the solar lights and put them in the bottles and then hang them from the tree.
Dana called that my security system.
That's funny.
Yeah. Doll head tree. Actually, I was on the main page, and I didn't want to mention that I was weird, and
Yeah, because they would have never figured that out on their own. Yeah, that's a dark secret.
let's see. Nothing is the orangey rust takes a little bit longer to react than the blue rust.
Yeah.
But let me show you. I actually made a sample board because I've got a Chalk Paint 101 tomorrow night, so y'all get a sneak peek. I did a sample board of all the rust. Excuse that cobweb. Of all the rusts with the sprays. So it's going to end up looking like this.
Yes, love.
That's the orangey rust we're going for. Now, if I wanted to do, I could have done the blue, but it's not cohesive with what's already here. So I'm going to keep it orange for now. And I think I'm going to keep the toolbox. You haven't seen my. You need to come out and party at my house.
Tammy Martin says she has a special one that her dad gave her, a bottle. It's a puppy with a sack and a red ribbon tied around the sack.
Is that a Jim Beam bottle?
I don't remember. So Deb Olson asked Christy, "Oh my God, Daltrey as in creepy Daltrey?" And then Julie Covey asked, "Only doll heads, no other parts?"
Oh, maybe other parts. Yeah, definitely other parts. None together. All separate.
Anybody ever seen the movie House of a Thousand Corpses?
Why do you think I moved to the country? So I can do all that crap. My poor husband.
Well, that's because of the conversation we had, and I laughed about you finding a body on your property.
Oh, right.
And now you got doll parts on your property. So yeah,
The back. He won't let me hang them in the front.
Is that too loud? Just down a little bit, Shorty.
so yeah, it's I had to laugh at that. So I'm going to tell the story, Christy. I have to.
What story?
About how you picked your bridesmaids.
Oh.
Deb said, God, at least it wasn't clowns.
Yeah.
And Deb. Yeah, I don't like clowns.
And then Tammy said liquor bottle law. He had lots more of them that were special editions.
Clowns I don't have the appreciation for clowns.
Don Chris says that toolbox is going to be your beer cooler.
Bridget Smith asked if that toolbox was going to be your beer cooler. Put some legs on it.
Yeah, something. It's going to be something like that. For sure.
Yvonne Blocker says, to your comment about why you think you moved out in the country, she said because they ran you out of town. Well, that too. And
I got too many trailers and things. I mean, I don't. Homeowners Association wouldn't even look at me twice.
oh yeah,
I got too much. If you have, because we've got trailers and the RV and all the things, and in the city, it looks trashy. Out in the country, it's
just what it is.
not trashy.
Yeah, that's the way of life. That's not trashy.
It's a way of life. Yeah, I use that stuff. I keep it in good condition. I use it every day. That's my justification.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Hell yeah.
So Julie said clown tree would be awesome.
Yeah, Julie Covey said that a clown tree would be awesome.
Well, there you go, Julie. Keep Austin weird, right?
Yeah, because Julie's down in Austin, isn't she?
See, Julie's got an appreciation.
Tammy has a really good thing for the all.
Tammy said in the country they are yard ornaments. Absolutely.
You said that correct. Yes. Yard ornaments. I don't have a lot of like metal. I mean, a lot of people put metal flowers and stuff up. I have real ones in my flower garden. I mean, some people call them weeds, but I can call them flowers.
Well, who defines what's a weed and what's a flower?
If they're pretty, leave them
There's a
out
lot
there.
of people that say that they're
No.
weeds, and I'm like, no, I like them. I think they're pretty.
Mm-hmm. I was actually cleaning out I've got a huge flower bed because we have a septic system in, so I can't plant really anything over there. So I did a bunch of mulch, and I actually have a boat. I have a boat in my flower bed that I've planted cactus in. It looks really cool. All you people judging me right now, it looks really cool. I'm just saying. If you go back in on my Facebook, there's a picture of it. And on the side of it, it says "Gone Postal" because I'm a postal carrier. You know, I would love to say that I originated that, but actually a friend of mine's dad worked for the postal, and he actually named his real boat Gone Postal.
That's funny.
Gone Coastal. Sorry, not postal. Gone Coastal. Because he's a postal carrier.
That's hilarious.
So
Anyhow, that's how I got poison ivy. I was cleaning out my front flower bed. And next thing you know, I was itching, and I was like, oh no. You know.
Yeah, so Tammy says a weed is anything you don't want in your garden. If you like them, they aren't weeds.
Yeah.
And then Yvonne said a weed is only something growing where you don't want it to grow.
Right. I like the way girls think.
Exactly.
That's what
Mhm.
weeds all flowers.
Yeah, weeds are all flowers. It's just somebody somewhere designated it as a weed,
Well-
and you know.
Exactly. What do you think going down the highway? You know, you see all these
Okay.
buttercups and Indian paintbrushes. I mean, those grow natural wildflowers. I mean, what's the difference between a wildflower and a weed?
Do you know
What is
how many medical purposes back in, the 1800s and early 1900s, before there was a pharmacy on every corner, that dandelions have purpose for?
No.
Dandelion tea and everything else, they're great
Yeah.
for antioxidants, and they're great for there's certain weeds that they tell us that we need to pull up that aren't acceptable in our lawns that are great natural pain medication and anti-inflammatory, and but
I know.
somebody designated them as a weed and must be destroyed.
Yeah.
So Julie says that she has a cousin who used to make sculptures out of Barbie parts. He would go to garage sales to buy Barbies.
That's kind of
Yep.
cool. I kind of like that. I like stuff like that where it's just not your obvious art. Yeah, I like weird stuff.
So Sue Owens just got on.
Hey Sue. Hey Sue.
Oh snap! I just saw that you were on.
So I'm going to try to move this around again and get back to the front. But y'all remember what this thing looked like when I started? It was, I'm not going to say it was a hot mess. I'll just say it was a spicy disaster.
Look like an old boot.
Oh, yeah.
Old
And
black-
this is just one coat of paint so far. And
it's already a million times better.
Oh, yeah. And that was the thing. The lady that was getting rid of it, like I said, it was her I think she said her great-grandfather. I think she said great-grandfather. And there was no value in it to her. She couldn't see beyond what it looked like now. And I saw the potential.
Looks like an old ammo box.
It's built like an ammo box, but it's definitely like, I had to get there were some newspapers that were pinned up here and stuff. And so I had to get those off, but they were so far gone, you couldn't even tell. I just knew they were old newspaper. I couldn't even tell a word that was on them.
Oh.
And so I'm thinking about decoupaging the interior of the
Decoupaging. That's a southern word right there. Decoupaging.
Well, what do you call it? Gluing paper on?
Decoupaging.
So Bridget Smith says a friend of hers made dandelion wine in the early 70s. Damn near killed the entire town.
Oops.
And she loves her dandelion wine, dandelion tea, medicine, etc.
Yeah, I mean it's great stuff, and if you look back, and there's a lot of great stuff that can be done with what's considered a weed now.
Yvonne said looking good. Lori says I like that piece you're working on, very cool. Yvonne said homemade toolbox.
Yeah, I'm not sure because it does have slats here where it looks like they had a tray at one point, but the tray's not in here. So it could have very well been a toolbox. It could have very well been a blanket box. It could have been a hope chest. It could have been, 100 things really. It's whatever you wanted to use it for back then. So
Dana Perry says the 70s were like that,
Yep. Absolutely. So Christy, are you done, baby girl?
Yeah, I thought it would take me longer. But it didn't.
Yeah. So next, huh?
I sure do like it. I sure do like it. It looks good.
Is it changing?
No,
Not yet.
no. You can see, remember it gets orange around the circle? Here. Not quite yet. You know how it gets orange around, like where you spray like the liquid? It's kind of doing that, but it's still just iron. Oh, here it's changing up here a little bit. I put some on that bucket.
Ooh.
I was trying. My main goal was to not get it on her face. I didn't want it on her face or really her legs, any of her body parts. I didn't want any rust on there.
So Deb said no assembly line, Christy. That's unusual.
What now?
No assembly line today.
Yeah.
I really thought this would take me longer. I really did.
So says that's oh my god, that's amazing, Christy.
Thank you.
Wendy Vaughn said he gunned it to speed up.
Yeah, Wendy said to hit it with a heat gun to speed up the process of the patina.
I could. It's noisy.
And Deb said, did you top coat the piece print, Christy?
Yes, earlier in the video, Christy did top coat it, and that's why we had her muted earlier. Not because she was being bad. It was that she had her heat gun going, so we muted her mic earlier.
I guess I'll do a little area. So go ahead and mute me again.
Go ahead and mute. Thank you, Austin.
And she said, I love that piece print. Lori said that.
So I'm just quickly where it's the front has already dried. I'm just doing a second coat. Like I said, what I'll do over this is that y'all can see this is what the inside of it looked like. It had been hit with latex spray and spray paint and a bunch of different layers of stuff. And so I sanded back through a bunch of layers. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the interior yet, but the exterior, this is the base. And then I will age it up a little bit with maybe a wash.
Deb just said, I will not heat gun that piece print, it might melt.
Well, she's clear coated it. If she doesn't hold it over one spot, it shouldn't. If she's just doing the heat and not putting it, it shouldn't. But
Yvonne said, keep that gun moving.
yeah, keep that gun moving, Christy.
Are we good,
Okay,
Kristen?
you can see a little bit where it's starting. Oh, I just put the sleeve in it. Thank goodness, a paint shirt.
Not one of your good shirts tonight?
Heck no, I learned my lesson there. Well, it took me.
No, you haven't.
Like,
You just remembered the lesson. You haven't learned it. Because you'll do it again. You know you will.
Well, I always think I'm just gonna touch it up or something, and then where'd I do it? That happens. One of these days, I'll have nice clothes,
Yeah.
paint.
So are you announcing your retirement? Is that what you just said?
Right. Well, we went to Lubbock this past weekend, and my mom-in-law is forever. She finds stuff just here and there that she thinks either me or my husband or the kids will enjoy. So there's always a pile in the living room of stuff that she's like, well, I just thought of you when I saw this. And so she literally gave me a pile of shirts, like over a foot tall, of tank tops. And then there were a couple of long sleeve. And like I said, I'm still wearing long sleeves so I don't spread my.
You're poison ivy.
Yeah, but summer's coming. And so all those tank tops, and eventually I'll fix my farmer's tan and I won't be ashamed to wear sleeveless. You know. So imagine this, like
Austin. Okay.
these open up like this, both sides. This does not open, it's stationary. But the both ends just, both ends open up. So I was thinking about making a planter out of it, really, and having like vines that come growing out of it. Put it next to the boat in the front yard. Anyone? No?
Dana Perry Ridge says, I think this is the first time I've not seen Christy with 5 projects lined up.
Slacking off, I guess. I'm looking around for another project. I've taken everything out of here. I could have worked on a tire. I hurried home today to finish up one of those tires. Should have saved it, I guess.
Is it a truck toolbox?
Is it a truck toolbox or is it a regular toolbox?
It's a
Truck
metal toolbox. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the evening. And so, Christy, next week it'll be me, Christy, and Jill on, unless we can get the technical errors with Lori figured out. But next week it'll be me, Christy, and Jill. And so, tell them what you're about, girl, and where they can find you.
Well, Christy Clemens from E320 Treasures, again, located in Highland Village and Frisco at the Painted Tree and at KK's Corner Mall in Lubbock, Texas. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and I've been working really hard with my YouTube videos again. So I've dropped a few of those lately. We kind of let the E320treasures.com, she got busy and I got busy, so that hadn't happened. But I emailed her today to hopefully get that up and running again and dropped and moving forward with that. And I have a live tonight on the Dixie Belle main page at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. If you want to watch that, we'll be working with stencils.
Awesome. So I am Krista with Litter to Glitter and all of my sanding glory. Like I said, I've been sanding all day long today. I've been working on, all the glamorous stuff y'all don't see on camera.
Yeah, right.
So I am with Litter to Glitter out of Plaza Garland in Garland, Texas. I also have my furniture booth at the Antique Mall in Mesquite. We've got a few pieces in there now. More will be going in this weekend. Of course, YouTube, Instagram. We're on Twitch now. We're also working on our website. The guy has gone through a couple of different lines, and it should be launched in the next 2 weeks. Also, our Litter to Glitter Facebook page has hit 2,000 followers, so make sure you're a follower over there. And we are getting ready to do a giveaway, and we will announce that Thursday or Friday. But you got to be a follower to follow and find out. So,
and find out.
Yeah, follow and find out.
Yeah.
So that'll be an exclusive Facebook. So if you're just following us on YouTube, Instagram, or Twitch, you got to get over to Facebook. Since that is oh crap, what? Hi. Okay. Shorty stuck his head in the door and I went, oh hell, here we go. So that is us in a nutshell. And again, my next live video is Friday on the Aussie Decor Transfers page. I'm a brand ambassador for them. And so I will see y'all. My next video is Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so that is my next video. And then, of course, I will be back here on Tuesday with Whiskey and Women. And hopefully Jill is feeling better and will join us
Love you,
again.
Jill.
Love you,
Probably
girl.
asleep.
I know.
She's so stoned.
No, she's got an infection in her jaw from the work she. That she's really not feeling well.
Well, yeah, the other day.
Yeah, yeah. So much love to you, Jill, and we will see you guys next week. Much love.
Okay.
Bye.